What if the reason that your house doesn't feel right has nothing to do with the space itself? Not the furniture, not the fact that you rent it, but the way you think about it. Because many people are not living in the house. They are waiting in it, and they are waiting for it. Let's start with something simple. When people move into rental, something shifts. It's not physically, it's mentally. They'll tell themselves, well, it's temporary, I'll fix it later, and this is not my problem, this is not a real house, let it be as it is. So what happens then? There is no decoration, there is no time invested in a place, and there is no comfort as the consequence of all of this. Then the place just doesn't exist. This comfortable place doesn't exist no more. Some basics exist, a table, a bed, a storage room, but it doesn't feel intentional. Nothing feels complete because in their mind, this place doesn't deserve their time. And slowly, without noticing, they stop living in a home and start living in a dream. Now, here's the part that many people don't think about, and it's your home is not just a place where you sleep. It's basically a shape of who you are, what do you feel, what do you think, and actually helps you to recover after a long day. And in the end, if the space is unfinished, you feel unfinished. You always will feel like in between, waiting and preparing for something better, but that better never really arrives. Or it keeps moving further from you, and this creates a subtle pressure, a quiet dissatisfaction, not strong, not noticeable immediately, but slowly growing in your mind. It's a constant enough to affect your daily life. Let's talk about the feeling of the real home. For many people it sounds like a bigger apartment and place of your own, highlighted, a perfect layout and everything exactly how they imagined. Until that happens, they postpone comfort. And here is the problem. Life doesn't revolve around that space. It's all about the moment. Right now, right here. And if you don't create your comfort now, you basically training yourself to live without it. Even if the things will improve later, basic habits, they stay with you. So remember this key outline from here. The real home is not a place, it's a decision. Let's bring ourselves back to reality. Because you might be thinking, okay, so yeah, I have a home, it's a rental, what do I do with it? Okay, you cannot knock down the walls, you cannot repaint the walls, you may not be even install anything permanently. But that's not where the comfort comes from. The biggest changes are always simple. For instance, the first one, light. Change the light and the entire space changes. Warm light instead of cold one, a lamp instead of a single ceiling room, and even the corner with a soft light can redefine the room. Textile, curtains, rugs, pillows, blankets, all of this would create not just a simple decoration but an atmosphere. They not only absorb the sound, but they also soften the space. Most people underestimate layout, but this is completely changes the game. Sometimes the problem is not what you have, it where it is. Removing but not adding. And remember, we talked about this, you don't need always to add more things to your house. More things create noise. Less things would add more to the comfort, so you have to add things on purpose. Sometimes removing actually adds to this point. Remove one piece of furniture, a few objects, a visual noise, and see how it changes. So remember this, you don't need to keep control over your walls, you need to control how your home feels. Minimum comfort standard? What is it? Well, let's simplify everything. Even the simplest rental should have 3 things. Number one would be a place to sit comfortably. So it's not just a chair. No. It's a place where you actually sit down and relax. So it's such a comfortable place, you lose yourself for 20 minutes. One warm light source, a lamp, a soft glow, something that would create an atmosphere in the evening. One calm visual zone, a space where your eyes can rest. No clutter, no noise, just quiet. That's it. You don't need a perfection for this one. You need a place that feels right. And from there, everything builds. Basically, this is the base, and the rest will come after. Here's something important. Comfort doesn't come from one big transformation. It's a gradual process. It's a small decision. Repeat. A better light, better evenings. A better layout, less friction. And a softer space, more rest. And over time, these elements will change your environment and how it feels for you. Daily experience becomes your normal. At some point you will notice that this stops being about the design, it starts becoming about how you live, about yourself. And it's not about fixing an apartment, no, it's about removing friction from your life, removing the stress from your life. You need to create a place that supports you. Not someday, not in the future, now. So if you're waiting for the real home, for the right apartment, the right moment is now. Stop, look around, you're already here. It's time to take some action. Well, if this resonated with you, tell us what changes have made your life better, what made your apartment feel comfortable. I'll see you in the next one. Up to that moment, continue changing and making your living better. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.